5 interesting psychological facts about quiet people. Has anyone ever called you a quiet person? The word quiet has taken on many different meanings. We assume quiet people are quiet for a reason, that their preference for silence indicates something negative about their confidence or self-esteem. But as you will see, this could not be further from the truth. We may also assume that a quiet person is shy, but these two personality traits are simply not the same. A shy person is someone who feels uncomfortable expressing in social situations. In other words, someone who is shy struggles to feel at ease around people, but the same thing isn't necessarily true of someone who is quiet. A quiet person simply talks less and listens more. They may feel comfortable and calm around everyone they meet. They may be secure in who they are and confident in their individuality. A quiet person may seem entirely unbiased by the busiest and most stimulating social situations. Yet they choose to be quiet anyway. It's this quality that makes quiet personalities interesting and sometimes mysterious to the people they meet. Instead of shyness, quietness is more commonly associated with central personality, dimension known as introversion. Not every introvert is quiet, and not every quiet person is an introvert, though the two qualities go hand in hand. Introverts tend to focus on their inner rich lives. They are self-reflective and self-contained. They gain satisfaction from solitary activities, and like quiet people, may have a lower tolerance for social stimulation. To many, quietness or introversion are signs of weakness, evidence of discomfort, or deep insecurity. However, one thing has become very clear as psychologists learn more about quiet people. A quiet person isn't an extrovert who is afraid to use their voice. They are not shy, timid, or insecure either. Instead, they exist in category all their own strengths, weakness, advantages, and shortcomings. In other words, quiet people, just like outgoing or talkative people, experience the world in a unique and interesting way. So what does it really mean to be a quiet person? What interesting things have psychologists learned about these less than expressive individuals? To that end, let's dive into 5 interesting psychological facts about quiet people. Because the most introverted people you know may also be the most interesting. 1. Powers of analytical observation. Quiet people see the world a little differently. While extroverted personalities get active and involved, quiet people like to sit back and observe. It's this watchful mentality that allows them to notice little things that others don't. For instance, you might notice patterns in how people move, talk, or socialize. As a sharp observer, you can easily make connections between subtle observations and draw conclusions about the world around you. This little-known psychological skill makes quiet people both conscientious and resourceful. They may not be the loudest people in the room, but few things ever escape their watchful gaze. 2. Rapid reactions. Introverts and extroverts don't process information in the same way. According to a 2012 study, quieter people react more quickly to novel stimuli and process information more deeply. For example, if something unexpected pops up in front of you, an introvert may react a tiny bit faster. Of course, it's a small margin. This difference doesn't always translate into any real-world advantages. Nevertheless, psychological discoveries give us an interesting window into the fast-working minds of quiet individuals. 3. Unstoppable self-sufficiency. Quiet people may not have loudest voices, but they make some of the most efficient workers, especially when you leave them alone. Unlike many people who excel in a group or team environment, many people thrive in solitude. They perform at their best when they have full control over their work schedule and environment. They rarely need someone looming over their heads or checking their progress. Instead, these introverted individuals are notoriously self-sufficient. Once given a task, they can motivate and discipline themselves, putting their heads down and working hard until their job is done. If you are a quiet person, you may fall into the same category. You like other people, and you can find success in team environments, but you feel the most productive when left to your own devices. 4. Biological programming. Why are some people quieter to others? For many years, researchers assumed that the quiet people are made, not born. We assumed that quiet personalities are created by their experiences, but recent studies tells a different story. A closer look at the brains of loud and quiet people revealed structural differences between these opposing personality types. These findings suggest that quiet people are, to some extent, biologically programmed to listen more than they talk. 5. Mental exploration. Quiet or introverted people spend a lot of time reflecting on their interior selves. They are hypervigilant about how they spend their time and are often willing to sacrifice material luxuries for self-improvement or exploration. For example, a quiet person might wear similar outfits every day to reduce the number of extraneous choices in their lives. These kinds of minimalist routines make their internal lives more productive and inspiring. With every sacrifice they make, quiet people get a stronger understanding of who they are and what they value.